Hello, welcome back to another Sims 4 video. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're as excited as I am because I am so excited. You have no idea. So before we get into the gameplay trailer and reacting to that today, I just wanted to talk about a few things that I'm thinking might be in this pack or might come out of this gameplay trailer. So they did mention that there are things that we have not seen yet. They have done that before with other packs, and I don't think it's anything huge. I think they're mostly talking about the fact that we have not seen the tools necessary to designate apartments and communal areas on the lot, if you will. And so we still need to see those yet, and I'm not sure they'll show them in this video. We're about to find out though. I've heard some people, and I've read on Twitter, some people asking about thermostats and things like that from seasons. I don't think that they are going to be like the bins for decorating the building from seasons. I don't think that that's going to be like something that's going to be in this pack. I think the bins, the decorating bins, will be essentially useless. There won't be any lights or anything else put on the outsides of these buildings. And as for the thermostats, I think it's going to be a lot like San Myshuno, where basically the climate is controlled for the entire lot, and it's auto climate controlled, so it's warm in the winter and cold in the summer, or cooler in the summer, and your Sims don't need a thermostat to control that. I don't remember where it was, but when seasons came out, we were told somewhere, maybe Twitter or something, that it was not necessary to place a thermostat on a city living apartment lot because essentially the landlord of that building, it was controlling the climate for all the apartments in that building, and it stayed comfortable for the Sims all year round. I think that's what this is going to be like as well. I also think that much like The Sims 2 and The Sims 3, your active household and your active apartment will be visible, but the other apartments will be kind of faded out or blacked out, or just nothing's gonna be loaded in them. Much like the way city living works right now. And we did get confirmation on Twitter that you can use any door you want as your apartment door, because the apartments are not tied to the doors. There is a tool you will use to designate which rooms you want to have belonging to which apartments and which spaces you want to be shared communal community spaces. So there's some kind of tool coming in build mode. So those are my thoughts and feelings before getting into the gameplay trailer. Just with the bit of information we've gotten so far, and still a few weeks out from the pack, so not knowing everything quite yet. Let's get into this gameplay trailer and see what it's all about. Hey, we have 10 seconds and I am so excited. I can't even tell you how excited I am. Here it starts. Ooh, I love the decor, decorating items. Whatever, my brain is not functioning. Sorry, I had the closed captioning on. Oh my god! Nice! Wait a minute. Can you make hotels then? Oh wow, you get to pick? Oops. Hopscotch. Aw. Clean up, man. Come on. Nice. Ew, roaches. Nice, a slow cooker. Oh. Okay, first of all, I'm really sorry that I had the closed captioning on at first. I know that can ruin the video. I watch YouTube with closed captioning a lot. I have some hearing issues, so please forgive me. I always forget to turn it off first. Okay, there's a lot to go through in this. We've got all kinds of new decorative pieces. Those are gorgeous. I love them. You can see a little bit of stuff in the background there. That's really awesome. There's a new window back there. It kind of looks like maybe a new doorway arch, but I'm not 100% sure. And then new chairs. This plant on the table is really cute. The table, I believe, is base game, but the chairs are new, and I love those chairs. I love them. The curtain, that's really cute too. And then all these little decorative pieces. That looks like it might be a marble from the marble set. We've got some new items here. There's those curtains again. They're really cute. I really like that a lot. Looks like maybe a new couch. Some new hair and clothing. Oh, right here you can kind of catch a glimpse of some new artwork, I think, maybe? Look at these buildings. They're so gorgeous. Wow. Look at the neighborhood. I love this neighborhood. We've got some new windows here, the door, definitely a new fence. That's really cool. I love the porch stuff or balcony stuff, whatever you want to call it. Nice. What else can we see? Are those new stairs in the background? And a new light way down there at the bottom? Oh, I love this. What else can we see? I don't know too much. Maybe some new plants? Greenery type things? Okay, so here's the tool we've all been waiting for. It's going to be attached to the house icon at the top, not build mode. So let's see how this works. Let's rewatch this part again and see how this works. Okay, so you're building walls. We're getting that. Okay, I see how this works. So when you make a room, you click on it. You either create a new unit or you designate it as part of one already created. So you can select any rooms anywhere and designate it as part of any of the apartments. You can give them their own little addresses if you want. That is so cool. Number 4, number 3, that is really awesome. It tells you how much it's worth, how big it is. I wonder what that home unit thing is. Maybe for the landlord, potentially? And it looks like you can turn them on and off for being able to see them. So if you don't want to see them, that's kind of what that little eyeball icon looks like to me. So if you don't want to see them, you want them not to, like, not to see the furniture and have it loaded in or whatever, you could potentially shut that off. I'm not sure, but that's kind of what it looks like there. And then here's the part where the landlord gets to control the building. So you get to assign like things. These are rules, tenant rules, it looks like. So are there allowed to be ghosts? Is it haunted? Are they allowed to have parties and stuff? That kind of stuff. It looks like you designate size and amenities, or does the game do that? It looks like the game gives you those things for ratings. So based on its size, its amenities, its environment score, and how well you keep it up. But here is the thing that I noticed. You can set a lease length, that number of days. So you could, like, this could potentially work like a hotel, basically. Because, yeah, I mean, what's stopping it, right? I mean, it'd be considered living there, that would be their home, and they wouldn't necessarily move out at the end of their lease date. They might renew their lease, but still, I mean, for storytelling purposes and building purposes, you could essentially make a hotel, more or less. And that begs the question, does that mean hotels will be coming in the future? I mean, they kind of have the setup for it now, so they could potentially do it. But anyways, enough about that. Let's get back into this one. I noticed this button down here that says travel to unit. That kind of makes me feel like potentially they won't be loaded in. So maybe that whether you see it or not is just for build mode, and it will always be faded out in live mode. Does that make sense? That's the feeling I get from having that button down there. Oh, look at the new kitchen cabinets and stuff. And a new radiator. I love those. A slow cooker. Okay, so I first thought this was a slow cooker the first time I saw it. And then I'm like, no, wait a minute. It's probably a rice cooker. So that's what I put in my video, my other reaction video that I did. But they did confirm on Twitter that it is in fact a crock pot or slow cooker. You will be able to cook multiple different types of meals in there, not just rice stuff. And we have the toilet, the top of the toilet over here. Lots of new decorative lighting, chair items. I'm seeing some artwork here that's really beautiful. There's the bottom of the toilet. And then you can pick your tenants, I guess, from a list of tenants that will come up on this menu thing from the for rent sign, which is cool. There won't just be random townies moving in and out of your apartments. You get to decide which ones go in and out. I'm not noticing any. Oh, the plastic chairs. Those are adorable. I love those. I love those a lot. We needed those in the game a long time ago. But I'm not seeing too much else that we haven't already seen so far. And then the hopscotch and the marbles game. That's a great new addition, especially if you have like growing together or some pack like that, or it's very kid park oriented. You can put this in your splash pad parks and your rec centers, and that'll be so cool. Looks like we get a new tea maker too, maybe. And then, of course, you can yell at your tenants for not paying rent. You can repo their items if they don't pay rent. You can yell at your tenants for having a messy house with broken appliances and stuff. Get them to clean it back up. So this means that there can be ghosts who move in as tenants. How do they pay the rent? That's interesting and weird. And then, of course, protests if you're a bad landlord, and bugs if you don't keep up your apartment, and mold. We saw mold. Oh, there's a new way to get rid of the bugs now. Did you see that? I didn't even notice that before. So he breaks open a canister and it zaps the bugs. Ew, toddlers playing in the toilet. So he breaks open the canister and it's like one of those fogging kits or whatever, and it kills all the bugs. That's really cool. Some new foods, I'm sure. Lots of new foods. And then that lantern animation. That's adorable. And they get to send the lanterns off, too. That's really cool. One thing that they didn't show was any balconies or porches that might be right off of the apartments themselves. And I think because they are rooms themselves, they are designated as rooms. As long as you have a floor or it's encased in like a fencing or something, the game does designate it as a room. So I would think you would be able to click on that the same way you would any other room and designate it as part of whichever unit you want to make. I'm not seeing any more news or blog posts or anything like that right at the moment. That doesn't mean they're not there. I'm just not seeing them at the moment. But these are all of my thoughts and feelings and reactions to the gameplay trailer and the forthcoming For Rent expansion pack. I'm excited because I have so many more ideas for types of buildings and things to put in buildings and stuff. So, yeah, I can't wait. I'm sorry, I'm probably gonna be obsessed with building apartment lots for a while. I'll try not to do it for every build video, but I can't help myself. On that note, I am gonna leave this video here. I've got a lot of editing to do and I'd like to get it up not too late tonight. So I'm gonna leave this video here and I will see you in the next one. Bye!